I've had my life coaching business since 2002, and over the past several years I've gotten really clear about the kinds of people that I want to work with, people who are really looking to live their best lives. It has to do with creating possibility and opportunity for people and giving them a way to get unstuck from things that they think that they can't have, that they can actually invite into their life is just exciting. I first love what I do. So I love teaching people how to be able to shift into a space of possibility. If you hang out with people who are by and large happy, passionate, people who are contributing in little and small ways in the world, hot people also are connected to hot ideas. They're willing to have conversations without having to be right all the time. I love telling stories. I share whatever anecdotes are relevant to the particular topic, stories about myself or stories about people that I know. It's a way for people to be able to identify through story. The first guy who is really sort of the father of the bucket list or life list was a guy named John Goddard, who, when he was a teenager, wrote down this big, long, amazing list of things that he wanted to accomplish in his life. I've had a lot of experience. I'm a certified coach. I've had lots of training as a coach, and so I've got a great toolkit of strategies and techniques and ways to get people unstuck and get them moving. I like to give something simple to grab onto, because then they think, oh, I can do that, and then they continue listening because there may be the next, oh, simple thing that I can do. And I love using humor, because if you can get your audience to laugh with you, then you know that they're relaxed and they're engaged and they're more willing to listen to the message. I just want them to have a good time and get something useful to take away with it. So, are you someone who says, woohoo, I may be a little scared, but I'm going to go try that? Oh, there was that was almost vibrating that was happening there. Or you want your audience to be enjoying what they're doing, and I like to kind of create a little bit of edginess for them, moments of, oh, a little bit of uncomfortableness about something different to think about. So she began thinking even totally differently. She didn't ask that question when she was standing face on the wall. She took one step backward, and now she asks the question, well, can I move my head? Because then maybe I can see more. I love working with a crowd. Like, it's great when you connect with them and the energy starts to happen, and then that feeds my energy, and I know that they're getting something useful out of what it is that we're doing. That's really energizing. There's a real sense of satisfaction at the end of a day after a conference where you think, that went really well. People came back and said, I got something great out of that. Then I'm thinking, good, we're cooking on all the burners then. The whole idea of being stuck, whether we're stuck in our heads about why we can't do something or I don't know how to do something, needs a little stirring of the pot where we're thinking about things differently. One of the most rewarding things that I get from being able to do this is I get messages from people all the time, from people saying, this thing that you said really touched me, or it gave me a completely different way to look at something, and now I'm doing this in my life. That's hugely rewarding. The ones that are really particularly special, though, are when you hear from people, several months or sometimes even a year later, and they'll say, I heard you speak at such and such a conference, and it took a few months for the message to settle in with me, and now I'm doing this. It lets me know that there's a way to make a lasting impact with people that's going to allow them to create some kind of change in their life that is meaningful to them. My goal is always to create an experience for people where they've shifted into a place of, oh, I hadn't really thought about it that way before, and to give them some tools and some what feels like easy ways to be able to begin to do something differently. You can get at it in simple ways, in a simple way like this. Part of my job as a speaker is to work with the conference organizer to make sure that what I'm going to be able to bring to them is leading to the success of what it is that they're wanting to happen, so that their success is my success. You want to really begin to look at who do you spend your time with, because they so influence whether you are waiting or not. My goal is, at the end of the day, people say, that was an amazing way to spend my time and energy, and thanks for arranging such a great conference.